I highly encourage you to watch the entirety of this video. The architecture in this building is amazing. The materials used is just it's so exquisite. I believe that you guys will really appreciate it. I went to great lengths to try to film as much as possible as I could inside this building so I could bring it to you, the viewers. So I'd appreciate it if you stick through the entire video. I try to explain where I'm at and what I'm looking at. In addition to that, I'd really appreciate it if you have not subscribed to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Just click the button down there. Go ahead and like the video, share it, as well as consider maybe joining our Patreon. There should be a link in the description, as well as join our history community by joining the channel and becoming a member of the history community that I've tried to set up. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your dedication, and I hope to bring some more good content to you guys. The Imperial Castle in Poznan was built during 1904 through 1910. It was developed as the Poznan residence of German Emperor Kaiser Wilhelm II. During the same period, a new representative city district was also built around the castle, consisting of public function buildings. Wilhelm II's residence was designed by Franz Heinrich Schwechten, who gave it its neo-Romanesque architecture, combining its representative and residential functions. The castle was to be perceived as a symbol of Germany's immemorial presence in Poznan. All the elements of the residence, as well as the castle district buildings, were supposed to represent the 19th century vision of Germanity. As soon as Poland regained its independence, the castle became the seat of the newly established Poznan University, while the first floor of the residence was designed to become the apartment of the Polish head of state in Poznan. In 1929, a Polonization action was carried out, consisting of removal of certain German symbols, importing furniture and Polish historical artworks from the Rakot Palace. Soon after the outbreak of World War II, Nazi authorities decided to rebuild the castle, completely for the purposes of Adolf Hitler's residence. The alteration process continued into 1945. Right after the end of World War II, the castle became the seat of the Poznan University for 2 years, and the city municipality moved into the castle in 1948. At the same time, several reconstruction concepts were developed, but none were ever implemented. However, the damaged upper part of the clock tower was disassembled, together with several other architectural items. The city authorities moved out of the castle in the early 1960s. In 1962, the castle became the seat of the newly established Palace of Culture, transformed into the Zamek Culture Center in 1996. So right over here is where vehicles, or I guess back in the time of the Kaiser, maybe some wagons, or I guess buggies or carriage, I guess what do you call it. They would come through this door, park right here, offload their guests, and then they would proceed up these steps and into the Imperial Castle. And this was a nice, very opulent way of keeping yourself out of the weather, out of the rain, and I guess when you're a Kaiser, you can do things like that. And then, of course, there is the throne of Kaiser Wilhelm II. I cannot remember if he actually sat in that or not, but that was his throne. You can actually see some battle damage from World War II right up here. There looks like a well, actually, I think you can actually see some of the shrapnel piece right there. Interesting. There's some more up there. And all this would have happened during the Battle of Poznan back in 1945. kind of interesting to see if we can see any more on this side. Yeah, maybe a little bit right there. There's some cracks and things like that. It's an interesting little piece right there. This is a lamp, actually. Definitely looks like it's got a battle scar right there. So I don't know who was holed up in this area. It looks like there's some back there, right there. I guess since this was the most exterior part of the castle, maybe not the most, but one of the most, definitely received some hate from somebody. There on these steps. We're about to go up this really elegant and nice staircase. Absolutely stunning. So through here, we have the office that was renovated for Adolf Hitler. This is actually called the fireplace chamber now, but 1939, I believe it was Albert Speer who was tasked with renovating this palace. And basically, they spent about 12 million Reichsmarks to renovate this Imperial Palace. And this was supposed to be Hitler's private office. And to my understanding, it is a exact replica of his office in the Reich Chancellery, which no longer exists. Very big room. Nice, opulent. Of course, I mean, what else would you expect, I guess, when you can spend insane amounts of money? And he also had his own private balcony, which would overlook part of the government square. Yeah, there's the edge of his balcony. It's not his anymore, obviously, but yeah. To everybody's knowledge, he actually never stepped foot in this building, so this office was never occupied, but it was fully furnished, fully remodeled, and I still can't get over how nice the marble is. I mean, they really outdid themselves, I guess, or maybe I'm just a nerd for architecture, I don't know. Look at these radiators. Gold, gilded radiator. That's pretty nice. There's the side of the castle. More radiators. And now we're back into the main lobby. Straight across, we are going to go into what was his apartment. Because obviously, if he's going to... we got to take a detour here. This is an original lift imported from Berlin. I think you guys can read that. So yeah, this is an original 1940s elevator. Really nice veneer, probably mahogany. I see some burl wood. Quite nice. They really went the whole Jurassic Park, spare no expense. And there's the manufacturer, Berlin, 1943. I'm not sure exactly what that says, and I guess this is the specifications for the lift. So this is called the ash room, I think because it is made out of ash wood. Quite exquisite. Nice wheat engraving up there with a scythe. And this would have been Hitler's apartment through that door. It is locked and blocked off. But this room would have led into his apartment. Really curious to kind of see what the room would have looked like. From what I understand, it was supposed to be the exact same from what he had in Berlin. But gorgeous view. That would have been the old, I believe the Rat House, which would have been like the old town hall, not the Polish one that's down in the square, which is much nicer. But these floors are just amazing. This room is gorgeous. And we are going to continue. Not down that hall. Yes. I guess we are going down this hall. Look at the size of this door, by the way. That thing. It's a big door. We have a art gallery going on, so I'm not sure exactly how much I can film beyond this point. Okay. Nice herringbone floors. So I had to get through a art gallery area. Oh yeah, there's a whole balcony out there. Let's see if we can get out there. This is called the Hall of Columns for obvious reasons. And over here we have murals. I think it was built in the 60s, but it annotates the whole history of Poznan. It's actually very cool. It goes all the way back from medieval history up to I guess the 60s. That documents Fort Number 7, which is where they had the concentration camp. Then you have the Battle of Poznan in 1945. And then the Soviet era. So this is neat. Staircase goes up to the 3rd floor. And apparently these are made out of granite. The granite steps were part of the 1930s and 40s renovation. Okay, so that bas relief is right there. Coffered ceiling. This is called the mahogany room. It was used by Arthur Kaiser, who was the governor or Gauleiter of the whole Vaterland, which included most of eastern Prussia. But this was his office. It's called the mahogany room. As you can see, it's mainly mahogany. You have some burl wood right here. But the real cool parts are just these inlays. It is just phenomenal, and it's all around the entire room. I mean, it just the oak leaves and acorns, obviously, you know, of course, very Germanic. He's even got like these secret hidden, not even hidden, but just flush closets with mahogany. Is just, it's so ornate. Even here with the radiators, it's mahogany. Crazy. Double doors, and old fire doors. So Hitler's dining chair.